Okay, so I just want everyone to know something. And I know this is crazy now, but at the time, it was just my lifestyle. And that is, when I lived in Los Angeles about 10 years ago, I slept with a lot of guys. I would go out to these clubs every weekend, and every weekend I would find a guy to sleep with. Basically a one-night stand. And it wasn't just any guy. I had a thing for European guys. So the clubs that I would go to would be mostly the clubs that Europeans that come over from wherever, Western Europe, like, Russians, Swedish guys. Usually I went for blondes or brunettes. I don't really care for dark-skinned guys. There was one guy from, I think, Spain, a few from Spain or somewhere like that. But yeah, mostly Western European guys I would go for. And this went on for about 5 years, and it was mostly unprotected because I like the way unprotected sex feels. So I imagine that's pretty close to 250 guys I've slept with in about 10 years ago, for about 5 years every weekend. And after we would have sex, I'd often comment them and say how much I love their foreskin and how I didn't like American guys because they're all cut. And usually the conversation would go from there. And I would eventually get around to asking them things like, so what would happen, or how would you feel if you didn't have your skin? And like, for example, I would say something like, what would you rather lose, if you had to choose your skin, or say your arm or your finger? And usually they couldn't answer me. They'd say, no, I wouldn't want, I wouldn't want to have to choose between those. And some would even say they'd rather lose their finger or their arm, So it's pretty important, I'd say. The foreskin is very important. It's just like any other body part. You don't want to lose it. It's a body part, and it's very important. It serves a purpose. So, I don't know what else to say right now. I think I'm lucky I never got anything. I don't have AIDS. I've been tested for that many times. I never got any diseases from any of these guys. So I think I was pretty lucky. But, then again, they were natural. So when it's natural, it's safer, I think. And I'm living proof of that. It's a lot of guys, if you think about it. So, yeah. And I've never even heard one say that they would choose to have their foreskin amputated. So, yeah, go figure. Makes sense, doesn't it? And if you have anything negative to say about this, I will just delete your comment.